Sheikh, I wanted to ask that out of all the sins, Allah has chosen kufr as the major, the worst sin. Like Allah will forgive everything except kufr. So Allah is the most wise and knowledgeable, and there must be something about His wisdom regarding this issue, right? Like what makes kufr the worst sin? Can you please clarify me about that?
Well, if you look into one ayah, which is the ayah of Surah Al-Ahzab, in which Allah the Almighty said that when He offered the amana of the free choice, at-takalif, to as-samawat, the heavens, al-ard, the earth, al-jibal, the mountains. So briefly, all the living creatures, the Almighty Allah offered them one of two choices. Would you like to be given the free choice to believe or to disbelieve? And then your choice will be met with consequences, reward or punishment. They said no. We're better off without it. فأبين أن يحملنها وأشفقن من السير. We cannot afford taking the risk. وحملها الإنسان إنه كان ظلوما جهولا. Only human beings, along with the jinn kind as well, who are enjoying the free choice, which means, as Allah the Almighty stated in Surah Al-Insan, إِنَّا هَدَيْنَاهُ السَّبِيلَ إِمَّا شَاكِرًا وَإِمَّا كَفُورًا. And in Surah Al-Balad, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ. We have shown him the two paths, the good and the evil, the guidance and disbelief. And he's the one who chose on his own. So basically, when you comprehend this concept from the beginning, that you and myself, Pat Robertson, Donald Trump, every human being is given the free choice. And along with that, Allah the Almighty supplied and supported us with the means of guidance. إِنَّا هَدَيْنَاهُ السَّبِيلَ. We showed him the path, the straight path. Then whatever he chooses, he will be dealt with accordingly. So Habibi, there is no injustice whatsoever in this matter. I'm actually sitting here, and sometimes somebody calls and says, you guys are barbaric, you guys are, and Muhammad was a dictator. We had Brother John from Australia who was calling a few times, and then all of a sudden he called and he said, I want to take Shahada right now. We're tens of thousands of miles away from Australia. So he is following whatever we're saying, and we're supporting whatever we say with documents from the Quran or from the statements of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Did anyone put any pressure on him to choose to become Muslim? No. So he chose to become Muslim on his own, and Allah guided him? Yes. Others don't want to. That is their choice. So if somebody chose not to be rightly guided and refused, despite the fact that he is given enough evidences, then he is totally responsible for his or her choices, for making the right or the wrong choice. You will bear the consequences. When you comprehend this matter, you don't see any injustice. Rather, you know that when somebody, the first caller, our sister from Elisa, from the States, she said, I went to Umrah, I went to Mecca, and I've done 2 Umrahs. I'm sure that cost her about, for person, about $5,000. And she traveled. And if she's working, she took a vacation. She booked plane, she booked hotels, she booked the appointment for Umrah. So it's a struggle, mujahada. Hey, it wasn't like having fun. You know, it's an effort that is made. Why? I want to please Allah and I want to earn His promised reward. That is her choice. Another person, this money I would rather drink and have fun, and every day I go to a nightclub, enjoy being with a different girl or a different guy, whatever. That's their choice, isn't it? So the free choice which we have been given, we're totally responsible for the choices that we make. No one should come and say, how come Allah is the most merciful, and because somebody chose to disbelieve in Him, He will throw him in hellfire. Yeah, He will throw him in hellfire. We believe in that 100%. And we believe that the Almighty Allah says He may forgive any sin. adultery, usury, fornication, you name it. But to die while associating others with Allah in worship, or not believing in His oneness and His Lordship, not fulfilling the purpose for which He created you, zero eligibility for mercy. And it is no secret. Allah revealed that openly in the Quran several times. And in our program we say that those who die while associating others with Allah in worship are not eligible for His mercy. Lest somebody would say, I didn't know. Or I had Muslim neighbors, or the guy who used to come on Huda TV said, we all believe in the same God as long as you have a good intention and as long as you're good to people and good to animals and you have a pet and you feed it, you go to heaven. That is not true. A person who does not believe that Allah, the Almighty, is the only one who's worthy of worship will never ever set a foot in paradise. Because paradise, which we believe in, is built, is created and prepared by the Almighty. And He's the one who said that it is forbidden for those who associate with Him others in worship. As well as He said that a person who believes in the oneness of Allah, if he has done good deeds enough, he will enter paradise. If not, Allah will have mercy on them to admit them to heaven. And furthermore, even if their sins were heinous, they will be compensated for them, recompensed for them. Then eventually, a person who has an atom faith in his heart will not abide in hellfire eternally. So at-Tawheed, which is believing in the oneness of Allah and being monotheistic, is the card which will secure your entry to heaven under any circumstances. May Allah guide us to what is best.